嘿，刚刚忘记就是新事件，我想要把它 cut 起来，把它切起来。不过现在就是因为没有切起来，所以我就重录了，这样稍微有吃到一点点进度，这样好。现在就新事件了吧？刚刚的事件已经
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes.
Holmes.
As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is, the one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We're about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need help. Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That is the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men. A band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further...
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
信怎么了 ？Tap 纪念物哦，我要这纪念物干嘛？人格顺位，正义追求。这跟正义追求。
This is where I keep my post.
我的 post 呢
？My archive. I can always consult with it.
我到底弄丢什么东西啊？等一下，我现在要做的是，我现在要做什么？
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
这有信吗？
Holmes, please call a cab while I pack my suitcase. We shall be late for the train.
好啦好啦，整理行李喽，不行。 房间，不用化妆。啊牛诶，真歹行咯。他说 说有给我信啊，可是也没有。嗯，求够。算了，反正要去那个。
Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for the station.
周后，开门就可以了。なるほどね。推理空间 icon。日文因为里面有含一些汉字哦，所以稍微一点点可以看得到，就不用查单词。前后文可以对照。
What a gloomy night! It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, we should not have to wait very much longer.
应该不会等太久。
Yes, at last.
终于来了。
Attention! The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
I'll take your bags and your blasted archive suitcase.
携带书库。所以这个就是我的
But
小。
Holmes, the headlight. It's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know. It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
Holmes, say something.
Quick, fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
我要去看看，拿个提灯，我要去看看。
It's too dark. Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
我明天再来好了。次日，非常に朝，超早的。早く，非常に朝早く。哪里有什么可以推理的？没什么可以推理的。
Well, here we are again at Evesham Station. We have a full day ahead. Let us begin our investigation.
What should we do next?
总之进去看看呗。哇，好美哦，这场景。虽然中间有一度玩到有点失控。列车的相关人员在这边。这是什么？就不能再往这边走的意思吗？垃圾很多啊。F。我要想象着火车进站，然后就消失了。
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
好像是这里。
Railway sleepers. Nothing unusual.
Nothing unusual.
A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train. There are no tracks or footprints on the ground. The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here. There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues. But then, a negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues, and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising. This investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map of the region.
Perhaps the station master could lend us one.
A telegraph.
A new telegram.
I think we should meet this Mr. Robinson.
罗宾森先生。
Here is the train set.
编程。蒸汽机关车、碳水车、一等车、邮便车、特别货车、Robinsons no 注文、二等车。そうか。在对话中可以得到一些提示提醒。还有什么可以找的呢
？A telegraph.
Holmes, how is it even possible?
不知道，得好好的问问看。这是沉重的吗？好，路线图找到。
This map will be useful.
Will be useful. 其他墙面上没了吗？去。
Holmes.
哦，你怎么都讲一些这种没应用的维尼？哇，好挡路哦，华生你好挡路哦。你可以像一般勇者随众一样跟着勇者走就可以了吗？好晃哦，自己看都很晕。啊，为什么会跑这个出来？哎，走不出去啊，这里不能走。对照一下地图吧。 没有什么特别的东西。这里也没有什么东西。哎，有那个列车员。
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett. You were here last night. So, you are Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
这人讲话怪怪的。白发。名誉勋章。手很脏哎。已婚者。
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value. Those wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows, and they're fitted with a complex key lock.
That is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private, and it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
Was there anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. But what kind of problem that they didn't say?
That is interesting.
那非常有趣。
You mentioned a problem at Bridlington station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
可以坐马车过去。
See you later, my good man.
收集相关乘客情报。这是什么呢？这里是什么呢？哦，零件山。
An old locomotive bell. This part is probably from a locomotive. This place serves as a storage area for the station.
刚刚有这个地方吗？
This part is probably from a locomotive.
The whole train just disappeared. It's unbelievable.
确实是 unbelievable。这可不是过不太去嘛。 玩到有点晕车，算是正常的现象。
A telegraph.
让我坐马车过去。热衷园艺的园长，夜间列车的乘客表哪里有啊？我刚刚收集的那个吗？如果是的话，那我现在就可以走人了。哦，快晕了。Wellington。Hello.
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes, please excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for idle chit-chat at the moment.
Australia， 澳大利亚的帽子哦。高价的衣服。贵金属的戒指。蛙女，蛇皮呀？不是啊，蛙女是蛇吗？
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes.
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah, well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing electricity. I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention, but I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train last night.
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you travelling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while. But despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
The timetable is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot. You will pay for it. I will sue you.
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazas Company. I had made an appointment with them. Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about the Barcazas Company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir, it is priceless. It could change the world we live in, and yet I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damn train.
讲的是举世变革的一个大发明，但是他讲说他是为了人类，但是他并不是那他自己想象那么善良的人。很金玉其外的人，倒是。
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night I were on the train as usual with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes. I heard that it disappeared, but I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes. They were all foreigners. Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
Goodbye, sir. The ticket inspector forced all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barcazas Chilean Company. A telegraph.
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions. Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with 2 furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand.
Wakatoshi. 非常整洁啊。指导书，你们是新手。Ink.
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did, and I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
That is... Well, I'll tell you everything. First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not. Railway post bags.
Hả? 接着下来去下一个车站，这个就是沿着这条道一直找嘛。 起立一朵。起立一朵。等一下，起立一朵残して。哦，对，这也是很有可能。 线索还不错。
This bin is full of empty bottles.
是的。
A telegraph.
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but apparently not. How could he fall asleep at work like this? Excuse me, sir. Wake up! Ah, his breath. He must have swallowed half a distillery.
And that explains the how.
By his sleeping off the alcohol, you mean? Wake up, please, sir.
What? The 18-hour 72 train has arrived?
Good day to you. We are investigating the disappearance of last night's train, and we should like to ask you a few questions.
有些问题要问你，看一下他的长相啊，相当的醉啊，也是很干净的衣服，也是已婚。为什么已婚在这里显得这么重要？携带用酒瓶是有多爱喝？这是什么？掉线。
Were there any passengers who got off that particular train at your station last night?
No, nobody, it seems to me. Although I did not leave my office, so...
No doubt you were very busy.
You don't say. You can't ever get any peace around here. Now you have to send a telegram each time a train arrives and departs.
Station Master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram that he received from you last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
You were not tired, you were inebriated. Tell me the truth now, or I shall not hesitate to document your state in my report.
My friend means that you will end up by being sacked from your position.
All right. So I was drunk. I don't remember all of yesterday, to be truthful to you. Please don't go harsh on me.
Holmes, this man has consumed a considerable amount of alcohol. He's not entirely helpless yet, but...
It will not be long before he is. Obviously, his testimony cannot be trusted.
This 个男人的正眼实在没有办法信赖，因为他太醉。还是现场去看看。 有什么值得看的东西了。没办法离开这个车站，好吧？那只能在车站内部好好的打听一下，到底有没有人从这个车站下车呢？东西好多啊。
A handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere. Watson, please tell me, do you believe in magic?
Of course not, Holmes.
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear?
Well, we both know that that is obvious. Why are you asking such peculiar questions?
A little patience, Watson. You will understand my point quite soon. So, are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Yes, of course. We saw it coming. The headlights, and heard the whistle.
But that is it. We didn't see the train itself.
But... Oh, Holmes, I'm a little confused.
位列车实验。哦，好，位列车实验要怎么做呢？好，我们来做做位列车实验。
I should use the appropriate object here. 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 So, now here we have the fake train that we saw approaching Evesham Station last night.
Doesn't look much like a train to me.
Be patient, Watson. I haven't finished yet. Try using your imagination. Our train requires only a headlight and a steam whistle.
Oh.
We need to attach a headlight and a steam whistle.
消火器。
The long pole is now attached. The headlight is attached. The steam whistle is now connected.
Holmes, what can we do to make the steam whistle work?
It is elementary, my dear Watson. We shall need a fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher. Now let us see what we have here. First of all, let us pump the pressure inside the extinguisher. The steam whistle is ready to be used.
Oh.
The whole train just disappeared.
Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night. The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
So such a thing is possible. If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Ah, Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not tell us very much at all, except that the train did not evaporate into thin air.
Although you half suspected it.
Ah, at any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden. I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our surroundings.
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive suitcase onto the cab. It made us extremely unpopular with our driver.
华生君，你也太阴谋论，我不是这种人。位列车备品。其实他并没有通过，他就在这里消失。好，回书库了。
A fishing advertisement.
还有掉线，大量的瓶子。 里甚至有马车耶。这里有脚踏车。有一些搬运的东西耶。那又没有任何线索，是蛮妙的啊！我看看书。
Now we have 2 maps. We must combine them properly. Here it is. There is a side branch to the railway. Its first switch is located between Bridlington and Chesterfield stations. There is one more station to be visited. It is located between Chesterfield and Evesham, and there should be a side railway to the nearby quarry. There is a small section of a railway at the end of Evesham station.
分歧器 ，A key。目前没有别的啊。分歧器，我必须要开一下下。
The switch is rusted, but it still works.分歧地好像没有什么可调查的。 Mines. This is interesting.
矿山。被导向的矿山的话。
It would be quite possible for someone to redirect the train towards the mines.
矿山。矿山要调查什么呢？干嘛？吃什么？去哪里吃？
Here are the mines homes. They appear to be abandoned.
The distance between the tracks is about 4 feet 8 inches. A lightly loaded vehicle came this way. There is a wooden beam lying on the rails. A small vehicle with wooden beams went down this way.
This is an administrative panel. See what it says.
This is an information sign. Watson, you are...
And where is...
I haven't...
Very well.
WEA.
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear? This mine has completely collapsed, Holmes.
It is curious, but to be truthful, I am not entirely surprised.
It's difficult to follow.
Someone removed these screws, most probably to take down the rails. A few feet of the rails have been dismantled. This is an unusual... Let us look in. Sawdust. I am almost certain it is a... Watson, could you assist, please?
Dynamite.
This is the cabin.
小屋，警备小屋，金属箱。
This box must be the safe. the Mexican company Caracal, and the Chilean...
调查到这边，因为我们家到吃晚餐的时间了，所以先暂时吃个晚餐，吃完再继续。